Hey guys, what's going on? So today we're starting a new project for Quentin from Iron King. This is his Nissan Patrol and it was the diesel, and he put an RB25 in it out of the Skyline. Put an RB25 in it out of the Skyline, and we're gonna be doing all the finish work. So we'll let him do the heavy lifting. He's got all the big equipment. Makes it a lot easier than me in my garage. So we're gonna be finishing up with some plumbing stuff. We got a new pre-made wiring harness for this engine, so standalone harness, so we'll be putting that in. Gotta fix the exhaust to make it work. It's actually like super close. I don't know if you can see it down here, but it is pretty close to lining up with the bottom of the turbo there. So get that plumbed, do some intake piping, gonna put an intercooler in it. We'll get the stock radiator back in for now, and then gonna try to get an intercooler in front of it. I think we can get rid of the center support on the grill, or on the core support there. And then Quentin's last Patrol, he was able to notch out some of the grill on the backside to get some more room and shove an intercooler in there. And then we'll get it all plumbed in and should be making some power. See if we can make it shoot some flames. All right, we're ready to get tearing into this thing and get all the unnecessary crap off this engine. All right, so got the upper intake manifold off, so I can take some things apart and clean up some of the hoses, and we got to get in and do some wiring stuff and mess with the fuel injector harness and everything. And I was like, well, while I'm here, let's get the timing belt cover off of this thing, check it out, because it is like a 20-some-year-old motor. So let's see. I don't know if you can see this very well. Yeah, you can see that. Some nice cracks on that. So I think we need to do a timing belt before Quentin gets a hold of it and does what he likes to do to things and hit the rev limiter. You know, we should probably do a timing belt. Also, I was looking at this. We were talking about it. I don't think I've ever seen a clutch booster before. Yeah, this thing's interesting. It also has this big vacuum booster setup for the diesel. And we talked about getting rid of it, but thinking about just leaving it, because in a high boost motor, it might be nice having that vacuum booster system for the brakes, so we keep a little bit better brakes. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Also, comment, let me know if you have seen a clutch vacuum booster before. Never seen it. Let's see what we got for parts here. Quentin sent me with this intercooler, which I think we're gonna get a different one that has the outlets, both of them on the same end. So it goes in, does a U and comes back, because looking at this with the intake manifold, the intake sits right here and has this elbow that comes out. So that's on this side and the turbo's on this side. So it'd be really nice if we could just run straight over to the intercooler and not have to cross across the engine bay. That would be super handy and help with our turbo leg too. Be able to come just like right into this guy here out of the intercooler. So both of them in and out would be nice on one side. What else we got? This is the turbo inlet, and you can see it's got the crankcase breather that dumps back in, is the smaller one. It dumps back into the intake. And then we have the blow-off valve or boost bypass valve comes out and goes in through this guy and dumps back in. So it's a recirculation system. But you know, the problem with that, it's probably great because you're dumping boost back into the turbo, which is really great for turbo leg and horsepower, but it doesn't make those cool noises like this thing is supposed to make. Coming over to this side, I need to get rid of, we're not putting AC on it, that's staying off. I tried to talk Quentin into it. I'm like, dude, AC is gonna be nice in the summertime, but that would require too much horsepower to run. So gotta pull the receiver dryer out, clean this up, cap off the lines going in. So if we do ever want to run something down the line, the evaporator's not all full of junk. So it'd be nice to cap off. And I'd really like to clean up some of this wiring. Like, it's got these grounds here, and like there's a bunch of corrosion on these grounds because they're all open. So I really want to redo those and have nice heat shrink on them and stuff. Like, can't believe that Nissan doesn't put heat shrink on these. Like, see, you can see all the green corrosion on these. It's terrible. And then I'd like to get rid of whatever wiring we can over here, some of these relays and stuff, and maybe clean some of this stuff up. It'd be really nice to move that, maybe move that up towards the firewall or something, get us some more room. Just really clean up the engine bay a little bit, it'd be nice. Some of the other stuff on this is gonna be nice though, like, I don't know, the stock fuel lines come up right here and go in right here, so that'll be pretty easy. I asked Quentin to drain the diesel out of the tank before he brought it to me, so we'll see if he actually did, if there's a bunch of diesel in the tank or not that we're gonna have to get rid of. But yeah, other than that, you know, radiator hose is about the same spot. Like, this factory hose almost works. So we just need a little bit different hose there, a little extension on it. And then we'll see what the upper one does once we get a radiator in it. All right, so we've hit a dilemma on this radiator hose. There is this radiator hose is all rusted, so we're gonna try to get it out of the intake manifold because it's all part of the intake manifold. And then I'm gonna try to weld on a new aluminum one to the manifold. So we'll see how it goes. Worst case, we gotta get Quentin to buy one of those real fancy aluminum ones, race car stuff. So we'll see. All right, so I got in here with the Dremel, was able to cut a notch out on that pipe. So now we should be able to squeeze this guy, and there we are, she's out. And the rag I put in here to catch all of the shavings, catch all those. A little bit we can vacuum out, but should be good. All right, so ended up finding a Nissan Xterra thermostat housing and cut the end of it off with the flare, then took it over to my buddy's machine shop, had him turn it down on the lathe so that this end of it is the same size as the inner diameter of the intake manifold port here. And then I just was able to kind of hammer it in there good, and then I'm just gonna lay a bead around it just to help like hold it and seal it, and I think we should be pretty good. Saves us from having to buy a new intake manifold because those are coming from Japan and that was gonna cost a lot. Well, it really didn't want to weld, so don't judge me too hard. I'm gonna pressure test it and make sure it works. But at least we got this, and I think we got plenty of gap here up to the bell to be able to get a good clamp on that still. So see if it works. So I didn't get any good video of this, but I got the harness all mocked up and temporary installed on the motor and rigged up a battery and a fuel can. And first I was able to get it to start on some starting fluid, and then I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't run on fuel. And I actually realized that my jerry-rigged fuel can had a leak on the inlet hose and the pump wasn't priming. So I thought there was something wrong, and I was digging into everything, but turned out it was just my stupidity. So fixed that, and I got it to fire up. So here's a couple clips of it firing on starting fluid first. And then firing on actual fuel for a sec. But again, I didn't want to run it for too long with the timing belt being all bad, and I didn't really have everything like completely rigged up, but we just wanted to make sure that it would fire and stay running at least like a little bit, you know, so we know it's a good motor. Thanks for tuning in to the first build episode of the RB25 Patrol. If you want to see more of this content, like and subscribe. Let me know what I'm doing wrong in the comments. I'm pretty new to the YouTube thing, but I want to grow this channel and I want to do cool stuff. So make sure to like and comment and let me know what I need to improve on and what you guys want to see more of. Thank you. Happy New Year.